Well, good Monday morning. I hope you all are doing well. Today's June the 8th, and we're going to start a science lesson today that has to do with the language of science and how science has some kind of strange sounding terminology from time to time, even quite often if you talk about fields like medicine and different specialized dentistry, things like that. We have a lot of very strange sounding words that are used quite commonly. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. So because of its history, science, which medicine is based on and other fields of study are based on, science takes its terms usually from two languages that were very early in its development, and those were the languages of Latin and Greek. So you've been provided with a table with a handout that's got some terms on it. It's a list of some of the more common terms, right? So, are word parts that are used in science. And so just remember that whenever you are looking at the scientific terms that are on the back, you're going to be decoding them using the information that's on the front. So as the paragraph says, the table that you have on your handout has a list of some of the more common words or word parts that are used to create scientific terms. A scientific term may have a prefix and a suffix, and it may have both, or it may just have one, that requires you to decode it in order to understand its meaning. So, for example, the word biology, bio means life, ology means to study, so biology literally means the study of life or of living organisms. Now, sometimes there are multiple word parts involved in a term. So look at number 31 on the handout that you have. The term is gastroenterologist. Gastro, that word part means stomach. Entero means intestines, and ologist refers to a doctor who specializes in a certain body system. In this case, it means a doctor who specializes in problems with the stomach and the intestines. Now the next thing I want you to do is stop and make sure you have your name on this piece of paper. Today this activity may not take you very long, but what I'd like for you to do is decode these words that are on the back page. On the flip side, the back side doesn't have a space for your name, I don't believe, but the front side does, and so I need for you to make sure that your name is on the piece of paper. Then if you'll look, there are, let's see, 35 different terms to decode. And one of the things I want to warn you about is these are supposedly in alphabetical order, but whoever put this list together didn't always follow the alphabet. So you want to make sure, if you think you can't find something, that you've looked through the entire list before you start saying, I can't find this, it's not on here, because I promise they're all on there. They're just not always in alphabetical order. So then you'll notice there are 35 terms to decode, and then the last thing in the left or right-hand column says, what scientific words can you create or think of from this list, and come up with at least 4. I'm not going to worry so much about spelling, and I'll just give you a little tip here. We create new words in science all the time. Anytime we discover a new species of something, we create a new scientific term to go with it. So be creative and think of using the word parts that you have on the back side or the front of the page. Create at least 4 new ones on there. So I'll be excited to see what you do on there. And tomorrow you're going to be reading an article. Remember that those articles are there not to challenge you, but to help you just keep up with what's going on in science. Your coach will have a key to help you with getting through the answers to the questions. Then on Wednesday, we're going to start talking about some SpongeBob SquarePants scenarios that have to do with lab reports and lab activities that we conduct, and looking at the difference between controls and variables. So I'll see you Wednesday. I hope to see some pretty creative terms on the back side of that paper. You all have a good day. Make sure you put your name on it. Take care. Bye-bye.